Welcome to Solo Pro Radio. It's the only resource for self-employed professionals to grow their business. I'm Barbara Saunders, the Solo Pro Success Coach, and it's my mission to help brilliant, creative solo pros go from floundering to flourishing. I do that as the director of the International Association of Self-Employed Communication Professionals and as the founder of the Solo Pro Academy, where I have programs focused specifically on helping solo pros build a profitable, custom-fit business. Swing on by soloprosuccess.com and pick up your free Income Accelerator Success Kit. If you'd like to join us, zip on over to Solo Pro Radio, no spaces, on Facebook and like our page. You'll be able to ask questions, get to know our co-hosts, and find resources to help you connect and grow. I want to share a new cool tool that I've created with you today. It's called Action Steps, Time and Energy Management for Busy Solo Pros. Instead of just shuffling the tasks you do on your to-do list, it's designed to help you master your priorities by marshaling your energy patterns with this cool system and toolkit in one. Keep the wind in your sails by moving your business ahead 90 days at a time. This new breakthrough time and energy management system is unique because it tracks your energy patterns first, then matches the tasks to your energy level. As creative professionals, we tend to struggle with planning and task management. Our problem is focus, and the other issue has to do with energy management. Sometimes we get stuck on that hamster wheel. It's essential to get off and take charge of your day. This new guide was created to make those two elements work better together. Get both your oars in the water so that you can firmly take the helm of your business and sail into a thriving future. Now let's jump into today's topic, money secrets for solo pros. This is really an essential issue for a lot of solo pros. And I want to let you know at the end of today's show, I'm going to let you know that there's a brand new home study program called the Perpetual Revenue System that I'm releasing in about a month. So keep that in mind, and I'll let you know a little more about it at the end of the show. But today I want to help you develop your money nerve to make the leap to the next level in your business. A solo pro needs to think and act a little differently when it comes to making money and dealing with their money. If you don't, you can get into deep water very quickly. Master a few of these basic money secrets for solo pros that I'm going to share with you, and you'll have one happy little piggy bank on your hands. That will give you the confidence to grow even more. Most people don't give their money much thought until, of course, they need it. They stuff it into their wallets, cram it into their pockets, and pile it on their dressers. We've become a country that lives paycheck to paycheck, never really worrying about it because there's always another paycheck coming along soon, until, of course, it doesn't, and the whole thing collapses. When you're self-employed, that's a really dangerous pattern to fall into. Today, in this episode of Solo Pro Radio, I'm going to share with you some secrets I've learned in dealing with money over the decades of being a solo pro. First, it's the relationship you have with money. I don't think that we think about having a relationship with money very much, but it's essential. Otherwise, money is just this cold, impersonal thing. It's just metal or paper, but without it, our lives would be miserable. Let me share with you a tale of two gardens. I want you to imagine two gardens. One is dry, overgrown, and really weedy. The other is lush, colorful, and nurturing. One you hurry by without a glance. The other you want to linger and absorb its goodness. What's the difference? They're both dirt and plants. The difference is the relationship of the gardener. The gardener tends to the garden. They weed out what might be choking the plants. They feed it, they water it, they pay attention to the seasons, and they give their garden what it needs to grow. We need to develop that kind of relationship with our money. I want you to try this exercise. Write the name of your very favorite person at the top of a piece of paper. Then list all of the best qualities like nurturing, they're patient, they're caring, they're fun, etc. Whatever those best qualities are. Then list your role in that relationship. Are you their child? Are you their caregiver? Are you their friend? What is that relationship? Think over the years that you've known this person and jot down a few of those, your favorite experiences that you've shared with this person. List some words to describe how you feel. Really take a little time and get into this exercise. Imagine life without this person. Take your time, fill up the whole sheet. And when you're done, go back to the top of the paper and cross out that person's name and write in my money. Let yourself feel that relationship shift. It will be dynamic. Now let's start talking about how to deal with that money now that you have a new relationship with it. First, you need to clean up some things. To make room for more money in your life, you've got to clean up the money clutter that exists. Think about the garden again. You'd have to clean out at the end of each season, all of the dead wood and the detritus that is clogging up the soil so that new plants can grow. You want your money to feel welcome, valued, and wanted. That's part of the relationship. Remember, you're building a warm and trusting relationship with your money. So you need to get over your fear of it. And you have to behave in a way that the money will trust you by making room for it and treating it with care and respect. Just like tense muscles, if you feel doubt or fear, there's a constriction. Money cannot flow. You cannot feel expansive, let alone confident, when you're in fear. If you don't trust yourself to deal with money, money will not trust you. So instead of thinking about scarcity, think about abundance, how you've got what you need to do what needs to be done. Remember how the caring gardener gave their plants all that attention? You need to do the same with your money. Keep track of your money activities. Record every transaction as soon as it happens. Reconcile your statements immediately. Track everything. Here are a few tips to clean up the money clutter that's been clogging up your flow. First, look at who owes you money. Establish contact with them right away and arrange to have it paid back. Remember the caring relationship you're developing. If this was your kid someone took off with, wouldn't you take action to get them back? Do not ever trade. Your time and your talents are part of your money, just like the dirt and seeds are part of the garden. Wealthy people understand their own worth, and they expect others to as well. They do not trade services. Develop a habit of reviewing your bills and your statements. Everyone makes mistakes, so check all of your bills regularly to be sure that there are no mistakes. Pay for what you use, but no more. Open your bills when they arrive. Know when they're due. Schedule the payments. Gather them in the same place and establish a system. Remove the drama from bill paying. It's just flow. Too many times we bring drama into the situation, and then that causes resistance and avoidance. If you have a system, it removes that drama from the situation. Not doing this will cause stress and avoidance. Pay your bills twice a month routinely. This puts you in control and gives you a feeling of confidence. Excuse me, I got a little tickle in my throat. Gather your loose change in one place and then exchange it for larger bills. We get a little careless with a few pennies, but they can quickly turn into dollars with a little attention. Don't save or hold on to gift certificates. They lose value. Use them up right away. Set up an auto pay with your bank and monitor your balances. Periodically, raise your minimum balance figure. That's the number you won't allow your bank account to fall below. Initially, it might be just $100. Then you decide you won't go below $500. You're building trust and confidence in your money handling skills, not to mention your safety net. Remember, we have security issues tied up with money. So the more we get so that we have control over these things, and we have to be the ones to establish the control. The money will not. It can't do that. So we have to take control proactively. Never rely on your bank's overdraft. That results in fees you should not be paying. But it also causes a feeling of disappointment and defeat. Every time you see that overdraft had to kick in, there's a feeling of failure that you didn't do something right. And you didn't. You weren't paying attention. So don't rely on overdraft. Be in control with your money. Remember, you're the caring gardener. No gardener expects the plants to take care of themselves. Create buckets of your money and give them labels. Start with emergency savings and then move on to this year's vacation or business tools, whatever. Create plans to plant winter crops by determining ways to earn more throughout the year. It might be sales, it might be special services, it might be new packages and products. Be aware of feeling like a victim in your relationship with money. Again, remember that money, just like the plants in our garden, it can't make decisions for itself. You're the only one that can take action or inaction. So you're not a victim. If bad things are happening with your money, it's because you're allowing it to. So again, don't allow fear and avoidance to cause drama in your money. Try this wallet exercise. If you were to hand someone your wallet, what stories would it tell on you? Is it full of junk, ragged, cheap, or even childish? Is it hard to put money in or take money out? Does that represent the relationship with money that you want it to? Or is your wallet something of beauty that you're proud of to bring out? Is it orderly, easy to find what you need? Does your money, credit cards, and identity cards all have their own special places of honor? Try that task and bring your wallet up to code. Now let's talk a little bit about ways to deal with new money as it comes in. I like to call this filling your money lake. Now that you've uncluttered and unclogged your money flow, we're going to look at a few ways to manage it. First, you need to be sure you've got your accounts set up properly. You need to have a separate business account. That's where all your income drops and where you pay your business expenses from. It's a checking account. You need to have a personal account where you can pay your personal expenses. Again, that's a checking account. You need to have a high-earning savings account. That might be a market rate account or whatever they call it. It's a savings account. And then you need to have a holding account. That's for taxes and other must-have expenses. Again, it's a savings account. Might be different interest from your high-earning account. Here's how my money flows into these accounts. All income goes into the business account. I pay expenses and then transfer all but the minimum balance into the high-earning savings account. That's where the majority of my money sits at all times. It earns twice as much interest as the other savings account. And from there, I pay myself and cover personal expenses. I put money for taxes into its own special account, but I do not pay regular taxes. I do pay regular taxes. I do not pay quarterly taxes. And here's why. That's my money, and I deserve the interest, not the government. I pay taxes by April 15th of every year from this account, minus the interest that I've earned. Now, I'm not offering tax advice. I'm not a CPA. That's how I've done it for the last decade and a half. I trust myself more with my money than I do the government. I keep my transactions really clean between the accounts. I run reports at the end of each month so that things don't get muddy. I also work hard to plug up any leaks in the form of fees or unnecessary expenses. I monitor which income streams are producing and which are not. Like a good gardener, sometimes it's necessary to prune out income streams that are not producing any longer. Lastly, let's talk a little bit about tracking. Keep a monthly journal of all the money that comes into your possession, whether it's from business or not. Write down that amount the minute you get it. You're showing money attention, and that will draw in more. Set a goal each month of how much you'd like to bring in. Some months will go over, some will go under. But since you're paying attention, it will make you feel more in control. Well, I hope these tips have helped you to feel a little more confident with money. Now I want to share with you a little bit about this upcoming home study program that I've got coming out. Do you feel sometimes? Hang on. My microphone has gone mute. All right, it looks like we're back. I'm sorry about that. It looked like lost our mic for a moment. Come on, console. All right. Having some technical difficulties there. I apologize. Let's talk about a little bit about the perpetual revenue system that I've developed. This is what I've been teaching at the Solo Pro Academy for about 7 years now. So I know that it's a proven system that works. Do you find your bank accounts running low constantly as you search for new clients? Are you worried about paying bills month to month? Do you love the freedom of being self-employed but hate that ebb and flow of income? Especially when it seems like there's a whole lot more ebb than flow. This is a stabilizing system to help you increase your cash flow. This course came about because I noticed my clients were struggling with something, and I experienced it with my first business as a graphic designer. That business was initially set up on the traditional dollars per hour model. I'd choose potential clients, trying to get them to hire me. Many times, I'd even lower my hourly rate just to get them to give me a project. It would take so long to find the client that I'd take whatever project they had just to have work to do. Then I'd get busy on that project, which always took longer than anticipated, right? That's what happens with clients who really are after the lowest price. And when you're in a dollars per hour business model, that's what you're forced into, is selling on price. I'd be so busy doing their project that I wouldn't have time to chase new clients. So when the project was finished, my pipeline would be dry. just like my bank account. That's when I became obsessed with learning all I could about different business models. Understand, business models are collections of systems that run a particular type of business. Technology and the internet have allowed an explosion of innovative new business models that are just perfect for solo pros. Models can be pieced together like a puzzle, so you can not only create a custom-fit business, you can create balanced profit centers for a steady cash flow. I completely transformed my initial business into an income-generating machine. And I have helped several of my clients do the same with my secrets and my systems. Here are a few of the things that you'll learn in this easy home study 4-part course. First, we're going to escape from that dollars per hour business model. Your income will remain unstable and limited as long as you charge dollars for hours. You're limited to the number of hours you work, plus you only get paid while you're actively working. Transitioning from a dollars per hour model disconnects how long you work with how much you make. Making this one move will liberate you from much of the stress and overwhelm that comes from overwork. Imagine solo pros taking a vacation once in a while and still earning income. A balanced approach to creating multiple income systems is something else that you're going to learn. There's been a lot of noise about multiple income streams, but no one actually tells you how to do it. That can feel so frustrating. There's a way to do it so that it creates more income for you, not more work. But there's even one more secret you won't hear about anyplace else. There are 4 quadrants that you need to be aware of for stable income development. When you understand these quadrants, you will be able to weather any economic upheaval. See, the fact is, when the economy tanks, people stop buying certain types of things, products and services, but they invest in other things. If you are spread out, if your income streams, or what I call profit centers, are spread out across these quadrants, when the economy takes a dive or a climb, you just bump up the quadrant that's earning money at that time, and your income doesn't take a dip. Just like a four-legged stool is more stable and comfortable to sit on than a post. Building your income streams with the 4 quadrants will make your business smoother and much more profitable to run, which means more time and money for you. You also need to have a few essential money mindset upgrades. One of the culprits behind the dollar per hour business model is faulty mindsets. When you target that bug in the mindset software, you can stop the behaviors that are keeping you struggling for cash flow. Upgrading your mindsets will eliminate your tendency to lower your prices for clients that don't understand the value of your services. You'll stop over-delivering. You'll stop deciding what your clients will pay before they even know what you're offering. You'll put an end to project scope creep forever. You'll learn to create packages and set prices, and this is key. This means you'll be charging what you're worth, delivering what the client wants, and working with clients that understand the value of what you deliver. Clearing up your money mindset will go a long way to not only eliminating a lot of the stress and overwhelm you're experiencing, it will also significantly increase your income generating capacity. And lastly, what this home study program includes is a system for repurposing and syndicating work that you've already done for the maximum monetization. When you understand what you're really selling, and hint, hint, it's not generic services, it becomes super easy to repurpose your content. Now, I told you this program is not released yet. It's coming out the 1st of April. But I want to let you be aware of it since we're talking about money today. And money is such a struggle and an issue for a lot of solo pros. When you got into working for yourself, you wanted the freedom. But a lot of times that comes with a lot of stress over money. So we're going to work on changing that for you. Again, it's called the Perpetual Revenue System. Not released yet, not until April. But you can find out more at soloprosuccess.com. Pick up your free Income Accelerator Success Kit, where you'll get a free subscription to our newsletter, Solo Pro News. And in there, you'll get all of the details as soon as this home study course is released. And now, since I'm losing my voice, I'm going to end today's show. And we will chat about this later. Again, if you have any questions or would like to make comments, zip on over to our Facebook page, Solo Pro Radio, no spaces, and talk with me and connect with me. I'll be happy to answer your questions. If there's a topic you'd like to see covered on Solo Pro Radio, let's talk about it. Bye-bye for now.